So one thing that I really enjoy are vintage calculators. This one has a very nice VFD display and it shows a lot of garbage in it. So I don't know if it's fixable. I think there is some kind of processor problem, but I'll try to fix it because if I can fix it, I can buy it to my collection. So let's see what I can do with it. So this is our calculator. The bag where it comes in is very tacky with the calculator inside because it's easier to clean like this. And here is our start of the show. This is an M Office 60SR. There's very little info on this calculator over the internet. This calculator has some nice numbers painted on the glass. It has lots of signs of corrosion. If you want to read this, you can pause the video. And looking at the inside of the battery compartment, you can see that there is some corrosion on the terminals. And a curious fact that the batteries are all turned up to the same side. So let's start taking the calculator apart. I think the whole calculator is held up by these two screws. It has signs of being opened before and on both sides. There's a power plug. I don't think I have a connector this long to reach the connector down there. It's pretty deep, and I'll start by taking it apart. Okay, it was more or less easy to pull the calculator apart. So these are 3 batteries wired in series. This is the interior of the calculator. This is the processor. The other calculator I have had one processor like this, and it was the processor that was bad. I bought a new one. It was very expensive. It was more expensive than the calculator itself. And I'm imagining that in this situation, the same problem might occur. These processors are very old technology and they are very rare to find, and the people who sell them by a high price. So I don't have high hopes for this if it's the processor that's gone wrong. So we'll try to give it a clean, make sure that every pin is okay, and then start by checking the connections, testing if all the pins and resistors, if everything is doing the correct values. Here is the VFD green screen. These diodes have a weird aspect to them. They look suspicious. They are very dull, so maybe another point. But let's lift this board and see what we have on this side. So look at this. How much work there is in here just to make a calculator. How much soldering there is in here. And there's lots of corrosion. And all these circuit boards are very, very beautiful. They are very beautifully done. These circuit boards look like the older boards that are hand drawn, and they look absolutely gorgeous. So I think the keyboard shouldn't be the problem, because when I press the keys, the screen flashes. One thing that might be problematic is the on-off switch, and this might be something to do with some of the contacts. All of these needs a good clean and need a good recheck to see if all the solder joints are okay. But another thing that is absolutely beautiful is this VFD screen. Look at this. This is basically a bulb with all these segments inside, and when it lights up, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me install the batteries. Look at it. beautiful is this? I'll turn off the lights and look at this. Okay, when I move the wires, there's some kind of sensitivity. Maybe this can explain part of the behavior. I need to check all this wiring and all these connections. And when they have the green mask in front, everything turns more greenish. Let's check the connections and see if we can get it back to life. I'll disassemble a bit more and we'll go from there. There you go. Negative. Okay, positive terminal. This is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. I'll check the continuities, loose solder joints, and I'll check if this processor is available online, just in case. The part number, if you're interested to know. So this is a VFD screen. Yeah, let's try to check all this corrosion. There's a small wire running around. All wires are separated, and I can find here some kind of liquid paste. Whoa, we have lots of connections on the back of this layer that I'm peeling off. Yep, and all these connections are being done with these screws. And I'm thinking of taking this off because the on-off button has a big impact on how stuff appears on the screen. So it might be something to do with that, because everywhere I look I don't see anything that bad. I'll grab the multimeter and check for all these easy parts. Diode mode. All the diodes look fine. Let's see if there's any shorted capacitor. None of them is shorting. Yeah, I can't see anything especially bad in here. Let's move on to the board where all the corrosion is. Let's disassemble it and see if we can find anything there. These screws are full of oxidation and glue. There's a lot of old glue from this layer that I peeled off. I know I need to make shorter videos, but some of these details are important and I don't like to just show the fixed product. I hope that in the way you learn something and you might even get inspired or something to do your own repairs. Okay, so let's see if you find any surprise. Look at these awesome keys. Look at that. These keys are still done with metallic springs. How cool is that? Look at that. Very nice indeed. These contacts need a bit of a cleaning, but they were working. And now we have access to this place. Yep, we can see lots of corrosion in here. This line of contacts, it's not looking quite good. I think I can peel this layer. Yeah, this layer is bringing the solder mask with it in some point. But the important bit is that the metal stays connected to the main PCB. But as you can see, lots of corrosion on this board. So we'll try to clean it up and see if there's some real damage or if everything is okay. Regarding what I'm seeing here, I don't have big hopes for this calculator because I don't find any obvious big thing causing it to light up the whole screen at the same time. And I don't think there's nothing that does that symptom except for a problem with the processor. It looks like this calculator has been repaired once. There's a trace repair here somehow, and it goes to the other side on this line. Yeah, but this is quite normal and I think it's well done. So we know that these contacts go directly to these ones up in here, and we can check them with a multimeter. First one is okay. So continuity wise, this corrosion that we see here has done nothing wrong. So the calculator should work properly. What happens with these screens when they go bad? They start to go dim and then they die and they don't show anything at all. And I think they might get a discoloration like in the valves or something, but I don't really know that. I have to put this on the microscope. Yeah, I really have to. This is awesome. I just know they are very, very beautiful. These are awesome pieces of engineering. So now we need to do another check for continuities. That is the check the continuity between this and processor or whatever that is. And yeah, I think we'll have a dead processor, nothing else. I'll check if we can have this chip online. Otherwise, we'll call it a exhibition piece and we will assume that it will never work again. I'll see if I can find anything else about it and see if I can do anything. But for now, I'll set it aside and see if there's availability of parts or if this is going to be closed up again and put up for exhibition only. And it starts heating and the problems remain the same. So I assume that the microprocessor is dead. So nothing else to do in here. Let's reassemble and turn it back. Pronto, eu a pensar que estava a filmar, afinal não estava a filmar nada. Afinal não estava, agora já estou outra vez. Está pronto. Por aqui esta película. Película. Everything just floating around. Yeah, that's how I got it. So everything is flapping around in the breeze. Flapping around in the breeze. Yeah, now it's tilted. Oh. Yeah. There are parts missing. There are plastic tabs missing inside. Yeah. Quitting on this one is probably the right thing to do. This is too far gone. Or maybe it's just a matter of swapping the processor, and it will be good again. Yeah. Just need some small dose of persuasion. So, new Vartas in. Same thing. Well, it's a shame, but it's over. Rest in peace, and goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I hope I can fix the next one. Bye bye.